Good afternoon from Personal Peace Clinic for the last time in 2017. So in the last 5 weeks, we've been talking about some really important things along the theme of happy, passionate relationships. Are they possible? So we've talked about believing in happy, passionate relationships. Do you? You might like to make a comment in the box. Do you believe that they're possible? We've talked about believing that you deserve a happy, passionate relationship, and I can tell you many people don't believe that to be true. Do you believe it to be true for you? We've talked about the necessity of clearing the hurts of the past, because they're the things that will hold you stuck in the past if you're still carrying them. So it's really important to be able to let go of those hurts of the past. And that's where the amazing emotional freedom techniques, the tapping technique comes in. If you don't know about it already, have a look at my website. I've put it there, and you can see it there on the in the notes just above the video. So we've talked about the importance of self-love. Now, there is no topic more important than being able to love yourself. That is, you know, if you didn't take anything else from this series of videos or from me talking at you for the last 5 weeks, then I'd love that you took that idea that it's so important that you do learn to love yourself more. And if you don't do it at all, then you need to find ways to let go of, or to first of all, identify why you don't. Because it's actually your natural way of being. It's the way you are meant to feel about yourself. You know, how can you expect to have anyone else love you if you don't love yourself? How can you expect to have the love to give to anyone else if you don't love yourself first? It's so important. We've talked about the reasons that people struggle in their lives in general, but in their relationships in particular, and why some people don't struggle at all. You know, that seems a really hard to figure out dilemma, or it did to me. Does it to you? You might like to comment in the box again. You know, did you figure out why some people seem to just sail through life and others struggle with everything all the time? We've talked about the importance of being able to visualize your ideal relationship. Now, you know, that's just pure law of attraction. If you can visualize something, the more you can visualize it as though it already exists, the more you're creating it. And so that's a really important part of this. And then we talked about the dance between those clearing and the creating factors of creating your ideal relationship. So, you know, you need to figure out what's blocking you, what stops you, and the hurts of the past will be one of those things. The limiting beliefs that you hold about relationships will be another. Clearing those and then using the creative power of the law of attraction to create what it is you want. And then when the blocks come up, and they will, then you clear those too. And so it's a dance between the creating and the clearing, creating and the clearing. So it's not about looking for that ideal partner, not at first. It's not about that at all. That person will be there once you've done all the other steps that are required. So very short video today, because I know this is a really busy time of year for all of us, and I just want to make it short, but I just wanted to bring all those ideas together for you just one more time. If you'd like to know more about getting more love and happiness and passion in your relationship, even if you've never experienced it, even if you don't believe it's possible, even if you don't trust yourself to make the choices, you know, if you don't trust your own judgment because you've chosen wrongly in the past, I'm going to be running a webinar in the new year. I haven't set the date yet, but I've certainly got the planning happening. So I'm going to be running that webinar, and I would love to have you attend. It's not going to be very expensive, just $47 per person. I haven't figured out the time yet, but it'll possibly run during the day and a night time as well. So it's available to everyone who wants to see it. And if you're interested, I'd love you to put in the comments webinar so that I know you're interested, and then I can make a list and get back in touch with you when I've set the date. You can always find it too on my website, and I will be putting out a newsletter, so if you're on my newsletter list, you'll hear about it as well. Okay, so whether you're watching the replay or watching live today, I'd love to thank you for joining me over this last 5 weeks. I know it takes a commitment of time, and I really appreciate that you've been doing that. But make that commitment for you, in you, to you, and let's make 2018 your year where you find your happiest place ever. And I'd love to help you along that journey. And don't forget that you can have and be and do, have and be and do whatever you choose. Don't let other people limit you. Don't let people from the past limit you. Don't let you limit you. So, okay, all the best for Christmas, and make 2018 your year, and I'll see you in the new year. All the best. Bye-bye.